Let's get into the match here. Detective Heka for Brand Esports, Southeast Asia. It's going to be down at the bottom. Expo Master for Kingzone Dragon X for the side of Korea. Up at the top.
Yeah, both players now just waiting for the first move. Bandit from Expo Master. Code, we haven't seen him play that much, but a P.E.K.K.A from Detective Heka, that's going to be hard to say if he keeps playing it, but the P.E.K.K.A from Detective Heka comes down, and the Infernal Dragon should be able to take it out before it gets to the tower.
Trying to make sure it doesn't get a single hit towards your tower. Gonna be using that Ice Golem to make sure that it's secured.
Yeah, the Executioner there is going to be able to do some work. There is the Battering Ram. Doesn't get anywhere near the tower. I think Detective Heka was hoping the Infernal Dragon would connect onto the Executioner.
He definitely just wants to keep the Executioner alive on that instance. Let's see where that's coming from. Alive to live another day, but talk about that Bandit right there for Expo Master to finish it off.
Yeah, both players here are playing charge decks. Oh, good Tornado activating the King's Tower. That's going to make it a little bit harder, but charge decks generally don't care too much. They only want the charge damage onto the tower. That's their main source of damage. Anything else is a bonus.
So right now, see, other than the Infernal Dragon and maybe the Ice Golem, just a little bit of a minion as well. That's kind of support tools. Everything is about to charge, and charging on both sides here, and see how to make this work out here.
Yeah, the luck comes down. Those Barbarians will connect onto the tower, and so will... Oh! Balloon here from Detective Heka. That's going to deal a lot of damage if it's not taken care of. It doesn't get a bomb drop. Minions and the Inferno Dragon do take it, but Expo Master down at the bottom right dealt so much damage with those two Barbarians and the Bandit.
Inch perfect on that defense there. You saw that Balloon coming with a lot of supporting units in, and we thought that it would at least get a drop, but just inch perfect timing for Expo Master to make sure you get the defense right, and this last charge is going to secure this last tower here.
Yeah, Detective Heka knew he couldn't defend that tower, so he is going to go all in on that left-hand side. And will he be able to defend this? Good Tornado there, but that pulls the P.E.K.K.A away from the tower.
Well, that Barbarian coming from the charge. It's not going to be doing too well, but once again, you see Detective Heka just going for another tower here. One drop should help the cause, but we'll get one in. Oh, even the zap. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, the Dark Prince as well, making sure to smack that. And the Tornado wasn't the best there from Detective Heka, completely helping out Expo Master on the defense, and Expo Master takes game number 1.
And that's the kind of the minimal difference that some people do not notice, but something that on to game 2 after Detective Heka could not get the win over the Expo Master. Let's see what happens to see the Goblin Barrel starting us off. Once again, a Tornado used, but it's not going to get the aggro down to the King's Tower.
Yeah, that occasionally happens where the Tornado damage will just be enough to finish off the Goblin before he decides to attack the tower. And it's not really it's a slight mistake, because one square more to the right there, and he would have had it. But this is a Goblin deck here from Expo Master, and it seems we have... It's very hard to tell what Detective Heka's deck is going to be right now, because he hasn't played anything super telling.
It's been mostly defense for Detective Heka, just trying to wait out for the biggest attacks coming for Expo Master. Once again, another strike here with the Goblin Barrel. Just going to chip away just a little bit by bit. But Heka, what does he have in store? Don't have 2 more cards that he can reveal. See what the biggest secret is.
Yeah, you can see the way that Expo Master adapted. Once he saw that Tornado, instead of dropping the barrel like kind of around the tower, he drops it on the one corner, so all 3 will spawn out of the way of a Tornado.
So we see that it's going to be a giant base deck for Heka.
Yeah,
see how he can bring this. The Princess doing so much work, just destroying everything, even the Inferno Tower, as if he knew exactly what was going on, and the Giant's going to be of no use there.
Yeah, the Inferno Tower is a great card against Giants. It's a great card against Dark Princes. It's a great card against everything there.
Very nicely done with the Tornado. Of course, that could have been much, much dangerous. Talk about if that Goblin Barrel did connect on that occasion.
Yeah, Expo Master has now seen the whole deck from Detective Heka, and I don't know if he'll be scared. But that might be a mistake if the Tornado comes through. He must have known the Tornado wasn't going to be played there, because he could have activated the King Tower.
Could have, but it's going to be too late in time. trying to wait for the right moment to play everything through, and once again just cycling through Expo Master. Just gonna get back to his Goblin decks of things. Gonna get past that what we're trying to do. Once again, Inferno Tower just for safety. Fine for now.
Yeah, he might have played that Inferno Tower a little bit early. Might have wanted to wait just a little bit.
Oh, look at that minion horde though. That's definitely not gonna allow Heka to do much here. Oh, even the log to make sure that Dark Prince doesn't get a single hit out into the tower. 954 on the opponent tower as he keeps his relatively safe here.
This is an absolute masterclass of defense from Expo Master. Inch perfect defense, takes very little damage onto his towers. Honestly, in awe at how he's defending this right now.
Even that Princess along with the Inferno Tower secures the fact that his tower's going to be none-to-none damage here. Just a mini horde to finish off the defense right here, and the Goblin gang just for defense there, and just wonderfully done as he takes really the priority of not taking damage, but that 1380 on the clock shows that there's going to be a little bit of damage that he has to worry about with Heka trying to strike back here.
Yeah, that one Goblin got so many hits onto that tower. 81 one log now, that is it.
The log is going to finish it off, and Expo Master cleanly finishes off the side of Bren Esports in the Dap 2 celebratory mode. That's going to be good for him to go forward here, and Kingzone Dragon X. Here we go for Bren Esports and Kingzone Dragon X. Was a while back, but 1v1 did go over the way of Kingzone Dragon X, where Expo Master got the goods down, but you can see an opposing trade here on the start of the 2v2 as we see the Lava Hound and the Inferno Dragon on the left side for Kingzone Dragon X, while Pekka and the guards are going to be ready to strike here for the side of Bren Esports.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a bit of a trade situation at this point, and it's not going to go well for Bren Esports if this continues, due to the fact that the units from Kingzone Dragon X are a little bit faster. Great defense there by Kingzone Dragon X. No damage taken onto that tower, while dealing about 1,000 damage to that bottom left-hand side.
Really important there. The left side did go into Plum. There's nothing really going to happen here. The Ice Golem just trying to get a few hits. But otherwise, it's going to be less meaningful. The way that the rotation will probably happen again on both sides.
Yeah, we do see the graveyard there for Bren Esports instantly poisoned by Kingzone Dragon X. That's going to make sure that it doesn't do too much damage. There is a miner at the back of that tower, though, going to work.
Magic Archer is not going to be the best of plays on defense for Bren Esports. And we see the Lava Hound going to have a fun time on this one. It's not even destroyed as it gets the first tower. Relatively easy there. The Lava Pups are ready to take some damage here as well.
The Mega Minion did so much work, and the Magic Archer wasn't in a position to hit both the Lava Hound and the Mega Minion, but this is a huge push coming from Bren Esports right now. How much damage will they get done here?
Oh, even looking at that, the Magic Archer trying to do as much damage as it can. Gonna get a few hits, but it's gonna go down to the bats in the end.
Yeah, we can see that Kingzone Dragon X are gonna throw out that Lava Hound as soon as possible. Where is it? I can see them keep trying to drag it in. There it is. Drops down on the right side this time, so they're going to try and move the fight onto the other side. There's the graveyard, and the poison comes straight on top. Miner is there, though. So much happening right now. It's hard to tell who is connecting with what. Well defended by Kingzone Dragon X, and that's a massive push coming through. Lumberjack, Lava Hound, Dark Prince, Mega Minion, Inferno Dragon. How can you stop this?
There's going to be still a lot of units left alive in this one. The Inferno Dragon is just going to melt it down with a thumbs up coming in from Ho and Big Daddy, knowing they have just won this game with 3 crowns, and there's nothing to stop Kingzone Dragon X from their domination of Bren Esports in this 2v2.
The defense from Kingzone Dragon X was just so effective on that right side tower, meaning that nothing took any damage. So when it comes forward...
Still have Bren Esports down at the bottom with Kingzone Dragon X up at the top. Definitely ready to get into this one. Goblin Barrel once again.
Do you see the Rascals in hand for Kingzone Dragon X at the top of the screen? I wonder where they're going to throw that down in this deck.
I see a lots of cards that will induce the log coming in. And once the log has been thrown down, they can use whatever they want. Make sure they're ready to summon the Rascals. So that will be a surprise play that Bren Esports probably will not be aware of at the stage here.
Yeah, we currently do not see a log from Burn Esports. So that will make huge problems. But the Executioner is there, and the Executioner does take it down very, very easily.
So it seems like the trade hasn't been working out so far for the side of Kingzone Dragon X. Everything has been just destroying the Presences here, and Flying Machine even taking care of all the units and really doesn't have much tank now for the side of Kingzone Dragon X, and the Dark Prince is starting to take some hits now onto the opponent tower.
Yeah, Burn Esports are in such a strong position right now. Just, what, 1,000 up over Kingzone Dragon X? That's a really hard position to fight back from.
Mega Mini on both sides, getting ready to transition their defense over to offense. They'll be rivaled by the Goblin Gang. They're trying to just aggro away their positions so that the tower can get the free hits onto them.
Yeah, the defense this time hasn't been that strong from Kingzone Dragon X, and they've taken quite a lot of damage when they probably shouldn't have. But they've equalized the score. That tower is down to 815, and they're just going to keep throwing and throwing barrels at it until it falls over. And will it work? It's hard to tell, because these two Lava Hounds coming in now are going to deal so much damage. But double Dark Goblin on the defense should make clean. But that tower does go down. There was just too much there. Wow.
Was that worth it all, though? They used a lot of elixirs to get there, and this Kingzone Dragon X's time to strike back here. See the Dark Goblin trying to do all it can to get through all the defense here, but still looking at this Dark Prince. It's eventually go down to the tower with one hit, probably, but the offense fails on that occasion for Kingzone Dragon X, unable to get the tower.
Doesn't matter. There comes a rocket. Boom. 45 HP left. Anything will finish that off. Even the poison, zap, anything will take that tower down. So what they've done, they've switched their offense to the right-hand side. They're going to put these double Inferno Dragons down. But they do need to finish it off. There's the log. Does just about connect in time. So a game is back on. Both teams now are very, very equal.
Yeah. No team is particularly ahead in terms of HP points of their tower. Of course, the Dark Prince doing a good job of getting the King's Tower, but I think the 2 crown will be the objective for both these teams here.
Even in terms of elixir, both these teams are very, very equal. However, I do feel like Kingzone Dragon X is starting to throw out these rockets a little bit too early, and these Lava Hounds are doing so much work.
Trying to get that 2 crowns here. Can they stop them in time? The Lava Pup's doing a lot of work here.
Bats got summoned in the poison too, so that they're off the table for the defense. This is getting close.
5:32 on the count here. 13-16 on the opponent's tower, and just summon another Goblin Barrel, but it's going to be destroyed right away. I don't think they have what it takes. The Flying Machine directly attacking the tower. We know what that means, and there's going to be one more hit, and the poison will be able to finish us off, and Burn Esports pull us right back after that conventional use of the Rascal that you were talking about earlier, not connecting on that occasion for Kingzone Dragon X.
Yeah, the Rascals fell
And we know that Burn Esports are just 1 game away from losing out this series, but Kingzone Dragon X are just as aware. Finish it off. Are they going to bring the same deck, though? We see the Goblin Barrel in use once again.
Yeah, so they must have felt they played a little bit incorrectly in the last game. They did throw that rocket out early, and I think that cost them a lot in terms of defense. So maybe they think the same, and maybe they're going to bring the same. But we also see Burn Esports bringing exactly the same deck, but this time it does have the log in it.
You see the cards being played here. Inferno Dragon just getting ready to destroy out. So we have the Lava Hound in time, and it's going to be fine to do so. 19-13 on the count. On the left side here.
There's not a lot of hit points left for Kingzone Dragon X after the defense. One side gets logs, but the Inferno Dragon did connect just a little bit, using that zap there to cycle. And we are roughly even. I'd say that Burn Esports once again have a bit of an advantage here.
Good use of the Rascals there to put the damage onto the Dark Prince coming in. Are they going to have an extra log, though? What are they going to handle with the girls coming from the back? The answer is going to be the Dark Prince. Just in time, though.
Yeah, good positioning on that Dark Prince. They waited until just out of range of the tower, then summon it so that the Dark Prince can attack those 2 Rascal girls instantly.
Okay, look at this. 2 investments of the Infernal Towers, Infernal Dragons will mean that double Lava Hound will be coming through for the side of Brent Esports. See that one Lava Hound melted down. See the second one still at work here.
Double poison did so much work from Brent Esports, bringing that tower down to 800 hit points. Still going down 700. The log misses the barrel. They get some considerable damage there onto that tower. Suddenly, this looks really, really bad for Brent Esports.
356 now on the count here. Going down to 275 is going to be the final one. So we see the left tower now suddenly disadvantaged against Brent Esports.
Yeah, so what we're going to see now is Kingzone Dragon X are going to start moving their offense to the right-hand side. They do have that rocket, which will be able to finish that tower whenever they need to.
Oh, look at that poison there, just trying to finish off the tower here and really not going to get the full effect there. Double poison trying to do all it can, but only going to chip it down to 126 as you can see the finish right here if done well here. Another Goblin Barrel, he doesn't have the second barrel, and that's going to be them. Just getting one more hit, the poison will finish it off though. Right now it's going to be about Brent Esports. Can they do what it takes to get one more hit? They will get that done, so the left tower will be even on both sides. It's going to be about the right tower now. Who's going to get it first on this overtime?
Yeah, once again, we've reset the game. This happened last game as well, and Brent Esports took it then. So can they do it again with this?
Uh-oh, this is not very good. That wasn't a very good Goblin Barrel when you talked about the Dark Prince coming from both sides.
Beautiful rocket there on the defense. Took out so much elixir.
Trying to get +2 elixir trade on that case. So you talk about the Goblin Barrel still being available right now. But quick reactions coming from Brent Esports to get that Electro Wizard to reset its aggro on the targeting.
So we see that Electro Wizard will eventually drop to the tower. Summoning the Miner onto the Princess. Interesting choice, because now the Miner is walking in no man's land and will just get taken out.
Just for defensive efforts, it makes a lot of sense. Just to make sure the Princess does no free damage. Just look at this though. Lots of damage coming through towards that Lava Hound.
Brent Esports have been absolutely on point with their poisons. And it looked there that Kingzone Dragon X thought there was only one poison, dropped down their Goblin Gang, and their Goblin Gang just melted instantly. Brent Esports have a Miner on the tower, 860 to 1,673. Will Kingzone Dragon X be able to finish this in one attack? Because otherwise I think Brent Esports are going to come through and take this victory.
Yeah, they're so close now. Lava Hound just getting ready to tower through. Just tank everything in the way as we see Brent Esports looking very, very close with that double poison. And that will be it. And Giant Manny Knoxville pull off the goods, and they're back in here as we see them win out set 2. 2v2 going over to Brent Esports.
Yeah, once again we saw that Goblin Barrel. Right, so here we are. Jai in blue for Brent Esports at the bottom of the screen. And we have Expo Master for Kingzone Dragon X in red at the top, already throwing out that barrel. And we see the Rascals thrown down to defend. And Expo Master just nodding his head.
Got his own group of Rascals as well.
Yeah, who wins here? Well, when they're poisoned, it's obviously the blue side will win. Taken out while doing no damage to the tower, though.
Gonna soak up all that damage with the Ice Golem. Very nicely done there. You're gonna have to use a log to get that down.
Yeah, we see the Goblins here just slowly taking out units, but nothing really has pushed too far forward at this point. Skeletons are not even going to get close to the tower. We see the Miner from Jai and another barrel from Expo Master, which goes pretty much uncounted for. The Mega Minion doesn't clean up very well against the barrel.
Prince is going to be forcing out the sacrifice for the Tombstone and a little bit of the Rascal as well. See the log now being played on the right side. The Goblin Gang ready to take on the brother here. Rascal
Princess
Boy
is doing so much work, has killed so many units, and now connects onto the tower. And I think her record there does prompt Jai to summon that Miner. Incoming barrel. Good placement of the guards, but still 2-3 hits from those Goblins. Out of that barrel, 1,544 HP on that bottom left-hand side.
See the Princess utilized for so much damage here, and see so much elixir has to be used for the side of Jai. Just trying to defend out against all these units here. And
Yeah.
see the Rascals here.
Expo Master realized that Jai didn't carry the log and summoned everything behind those rascals. All those goblins. Can you imagine if there was a log? That would have done so much elixir trade. It would have been unreal.
See the Goblin Barrel once again. Just chipping away a few damage in 1042. Clock here and the rascals out. Just trying to out to defend. They have no problem against these guards, but how long can they survive is going to be the question here.
Yeah, another 2 hits off that barrel. Just throw down the poison. That's going to deal a lot of damage to the goblins. But look at that tower. It just slowly keeps creeping down. And 3-3-1 right now. Wow. Expo Master's controlled this game so well. Jai throws down the balloon. What does Expo Master have to defend that?
He has all the tools in the world trying to get things right as we see the rascals.
One bomb.
Putting down so much, and one drop is all it's going to take, and 3:31 on the count here, and probably going to see the end of this one as a good game is going to be called by Jai, has seeing no chance of a comeback there, and Expo Master pointing to his brain that, you know, that's what you need to win the game of Clash Royale, and Expo Master, after really good showing from set 1. Jai really had no chances on that last game. It's being torn to pieces by the chip damage coming from the Expo Master. What deck are going to bring? Are they going to bring here? Because we see the Dark Prince now from Jai. Counter right back. The Ice Golem right here.
Yeah, we saw that Expo Master, once that Dark Prince came down, he kind of rubs his chin thinking like, what deck am I going to be facing here? Because he has seen it all. So what is he going to see from Jai here? And what is he playing himself? Because so far he hasn't revealed anything. Royal Ghost.
Okay.
Could this be an Expo deck?
Pretty light rotations for now, and now we see the log being brought up by Jai.
A balloon. Interesting. In comes the miner. There's the hunter. Fireball doesn't get near the tower.
That's a lot used just for that balloon combo that came through, and you see now Expo Master's all ahead in the lead in terms of elixirs, and really not going to be a problem to feel like he wants to keep this advantage going, and Expo Master definitely is going to be aware of them. How aggressive he's going to go push forward this offense here.
Yeah, what are we going to see with those last 2 cards from Expo Master? Probably not the Expo. Judging on what we see so far, that would be a bit greedy, but there's the balloon again. This time he has the Ice Golem to tank. He has the minions to deal some damage. We'll get 1 connection here. 1. Yep. Will he get 2? No, not 2, but 1, and the explosion damage does take that under 1,000 hit points. And he is defending so well, but this hunter is making moves forward. That miner is doing damage from the back. Minion horde. Ouch.
Perfect there, and we see nothing can defend out. And so much of the attack coming in. Miner getting a couple of hits onto the tower, making it down to 680 on the count here.
And a giant from Jai. P.E.K.K.A from Expo. Perfect answer to what we see from Jai here. Once again, Expo Master seems to have the number of Bren Esports.
Seems as if he knows exactly what the cards are before they're even played in. Hunter's going to be right there to try to just stomp out. Attack coming in. This P.E.K.K.A right here, but more importantly, what does really Jai have to strike back in this instance right here?
Yeah, good use of the miner there to take the aggro from the hunter while the P.E.K.K.A can defend handily against that giant.
Brilliant.
And there is so much coming forward. The minions take out the Mega Minion. The P.E.K.K.A lives. The Royal Ghost is in there.
He's going to get 1 hit onto the Dark Prince right there. So cycling through his deck right now, and the Hunter is going to be ready to take some defeat here because we see the Miner being summoned and the Balloon being summoned as well. Does Jai have enough to defend out against this one here?
Does look like it. The Mega Minion does take that balloon down really early. Good idea using the Miner to take the aggro from the tower while that balloon comes forward, but didn't quite work in practice. Miner from the back does get 1 hit, 2 hits,
okay,
3 hits. He's getting so many hits. 4.
Minion Horde. It's not going to be stopped for the time being, and we're going to see that continuous. And that's going to be just stopped right here. But if you can get 1 drop, if you get anywhere close to the tower, this will be over, and that is going to be a good game being called on that explosion damage from that balloon, and that will be Expo Master cleanly taking up this victory 2-0 in this ace match over Bren Esports.
Yeah, we saw Jai take off his head.